everyone, welcome to Diksha Karnataka YouTube channel. So you have to give your NEET exam again, and that's why it is being called re-NEET everywhere. Now you might be wondering, sir, we have given our first attempt of NEET 2026 and I feel that my physics was little weak, and can I be able to improve on my NEET exam in my physics? So how can we prepare for next 35 to 37 days? 37 days to be exact, but on an average, if you can take 1 or 2 days minus, so 35 days that you have, like solid 35 days that you have in your hand. So how can I prepare for NEET exam? Especially if you are weak at physics, or if you are looking to revise physics effectively, how can you do that? So for that we have a perfect strategy, perfect plan. So you can check Jasmine ma'am's video. There she has explained all subjects together combined, how you should distribute your time, how should you study each subject. So today I am basically in this lecture, basically I will be showing you the important chapters of physics and how many hours you should give and how you should prepare for physics. So that is very, very important for all of you if you are really serious about the NEET exam, right? It is going to happen on 21st of June. The dates are already announced. You are going to get 15 minutes extra, right? So you can even change your exam venues. So everything, all the updates are already out there, right? Now, how can you prepare for 21st June? So 21st June 2 p.m. your re-NEET exam will happen. So you have to prepare for that. How can you prepare effectively? How many hours should you minimum study for re-NEET? Now you have no other option, but you have to study minimum of 15 hours per day, including all subjects obviously. So 15 hours per day you have to study. There is no other option than this, okay? 1 hour break, 8 hours sleep. So that is minimum. If you can increase it to up to 18 hours, that should be best. But I am not asking you to do doing things. So 15 hours is minimum. Okay, and you can adjust your 1 hour break in between your study. Okay, do not take 1 hour at a stretch. You take 15 minutes break in the morning, 30 minutes break for lunch, and 15 minutes break in the evening, like that. Okay, so you have to adjust your time accordingly. So 15 hours is minimum requirement. Out of this 15 hours, at least 3 to 4 hours for physics. Okay, at least 3 to 4 hours for physics. Biology and chemistry obviously have higher scoring chances for most of the students, because physics, many students feel physics is difficult. So you allocate around 10 to 11 hours for biology and chemistry. The time division is obviously up to you, and if you are still confused, you can check Jasmine ma'am's video, as I mentioned in the beginning. So 3 to 4 hours must be dedicated for physics. Now how should you adjust these 3 to 4 hours for physics? First of all, you have to study for 1 hour, revise the theory. Okay, so revision. 1 hour is revision. What should you revise? The chapters that you are weak at. You already know which chapters, which concepts you are weak at. Also, do not spend time on chapters which are low weightage. We will explain the chapters weightage wise as well. So high weightage chapters on which you are weak at, you should study those chapters first. Okay, so first is the high weighted chapters where you can score a good mark by studying less. So those chapter revision has to be done. After that, minimum 1 hour of question practice. Okay, minimum 1 hour of question practice, and minimum 1 hour of the analysis of the paper. Okay, this should be your daily goal. Okay, so this should be your daily goal. Now if you are attempting a mock test, okay, that 1 hour can be counted in that mock test itself. Okay, and the analysis of that paper can also be counted in there. Okay, but theory revision has to be done, and once you have done everything, you have to again revise for 1 more hour. Okay, now what you revise? You revise PYQs. You revise PYQs. Okay, so 1 hour of theory revision. It can be your NCERT textbook, it can be through some one-shot lecture videos, whatever you prefer, that is fine. So 1 hour revision, 1 hour question practice, 1 hour analysis, and 1 hour of PYQ practice. So that's how you should be preparing for physics. Now this analysis portion can be slightly less based on if you are doing it yourself or it is being done by some other person. For example, if you are attempting mock test at a center, okay, there the teacher itself will be explaining you to all the answers, right? So you don't need to do the analysis yourself. But again, once your question practice is done, analysis is mandatory. Without doing proper analysis, you are not going to improve, you are not going to learn something from there. Okay, physics is more practice based. Okay, physics is more through solution based. Okay, when you solve questions, then only you learn physics. Okay, only reading theory is not going to be helpful for physics. So only 1 hour revision is sufficient. Okay, and remaining now revision you can do through NCERT textbook, you can do through one-shot lectures, you can do through formula sheets. So these all are included in the 1 hour revision. Now if you think that okay, I will revise 5 hours today, tomorrow I will write exam, that is not going to happen, boss. You have to do it every day. You have to make it a practice. Okay, so you have to make it a practice every day. I will allocate, and whenever you are doing this, at least these 3 has to be done parallelly. Okay, after revision you write 1 hour test, after 1 hour test you do the analysis. PYQ revision you can do it at some later time. Okay, so that is very, very important, right? Or you can do first you have done certain PYQs, then you revise the concept, that is also okay. But you have to remember these 3 things has to be done parallelly. That is very, 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 very important, right? Now what are all the important chapters that you have to study the most? So these are the weightage wise analysis. Okay, this analysis was done by experts. I have not done this analysis. It was done by experts. And class 11th and class 12th we are doing it section wise. So if you see physical world and measurement, which consists of units and measurement, so weightage of this chapter is 6%, which is very, very high weighted chapter. Next, kinematics have 2 chapters. Okay, motion in 1D, motion in 2D, that does also have a weightage of 6%. Motion of system of particles, okay, motion of system of particles also have more than 1 chapter, and it is also 6%. If you want more detail, you can you already have the NEET syllabus, you can check entire units. I am not going to do into details of that, because obviously you do not have that much time. So you have to understand what are all the important concept, important topics. Properties of bulk matter, again 6% weightage is there. Work, energy and power, only 4% weightage is there. Gravitation, another 4% weightage. It is a 1 chapter, so it is a high weighted chapter. Oscillations and waves, you can see 4%. Laws of motion, which theoretically important, but NEET wise only 2% is weightage of this chapter. Okay, and these are all historical weightage. Weightage are subjected to change, but this is the historical weightage average of last 5 years questions that came in NEET exam. Okay, so that is one important point to remember. Thermodynamics, again, even though it is a difficult topic, the weightage is only 2%. Right? Kinetic theory of gases, weightage is only 2%. So those chapters having only 2% weightage, if you are weak at these chapters, suppose you are weak at thermodynamics, you should not waste too much time on thermodynamics. So that you have to be clear about. Okay. Now laws of motion is an easy chapter. If you feel that okay, I am strong at it, you can skip that. You revise it one day and you can leave it for rest of the time, because obviously if you are attempting mock tests and doing PYQs, this chapter will be covered anyway. But thermodynamics, if you are feeling weak, okay, I have to revise, no, don't waste your time on this chapter. Revise only the chapters that you have studied. Okay, and if you are weak at these chapters, high weighted chapters, do not ignore that. You have to revise these chapters even though you are weak at these chapters, because they are high weighted chapter. More number of questions comes from these high weighted chapter. In class 12th, if you go to class 12, sorry, it is not corrected, sorry for that. If you go to your class 12 chapters, you will see that the weightage is slightly higher than class 11 chapters. For example, electrostatics basically consisting of 2 chapters. Okay, the weightage is 8%. Okay, current electricity, again one of the high weighted chapters, single chapter, single unit. These are all the names of the units according to syllabus published by NTA. Okay, current electricity is single chapter, single unit, and it has 8% weightage. Optics have another high weightage topic. Okay, here it has also two chapters, right? So that is also you need to consider. Electronic devices, another high weightage chapter, 8% is there. Okay, magnetic effect and magnetism. Okay, this is basically 2 chapters. Weightage is 6%. Electromagnetic induction and alternating current, another 2 chapters, it has 6% weightage. Okay, dual nature of radiation and matter, single chapter but 6 weightage chapter, 6% weightage. So this is also an important chapter. Okay, so current electricity, single chapter, high weightage, obviously you have to study. Electromagnetic waves, a small chapter, but again 4% weightage is there, so you cannot skip that. Atoms and molecules, so that is basically atoms and nuclei. That chapter has 4% weightage. Again 2 chapters, 4% weightage is there, right? So you have to be careful about not wasting your time on the chapters which have low weightage chapter. For example, atoms and nuclei, 4% weightage, 2 chapters. So each chapter have 2% weightage each, right? So if you are weak at one of these chapters, you can skip that chapter as well. Okay, so basically you have to understand the weightage of each unit and how can you allocate your time based on the weightage of the chapter. High weightage chapters you should not miss. You should always go for high weightage, high scoring chapters, right? So these are the important chapters that you cannot miss. Now if you want to prepare for NEET effectively, you have to give mock tests. There is no other alternative, and to help you with that, Diksha Vedantu is bringing you absolutely free of cost NEET, re-NEET daily mock tests. Okay, it is an offline based paper, offline based exams. Okay, and it is happening in our 3 of our centers: Diksha Vedantu Yalanka, Diksha Vedantu Vidyanagar, and Vedantu Learning Center JP Nagar. So these 3 centers are conducting daily free mock tests, offline mock tests. Only one thing that you have to do, you have to register yourself by clicking on the link given in the description section of this video. And what is the timing? Timing is from 9:30 to 12:30. You will get the paper. Okay, 3-hour paper. Obviously, we have not given you extra 15 minutes for now, which might be adjusted later on, but okay, you are going to get a 3-hour paper which will be feel like exact exam hall like setting. Okay, you will get a lunch break. Obviously you have to bring your own lunch as well. So lunch break is there. After lunch you will be having a paper discussion, complete paper discussion by expert teachers. Once the paper discussion is over, you will get your score as well. So this is basically your analysis part, your mock test exam part, everything is covered in this schedule. Okay, only thing you have to travel. Obviously you have to travel to the center. Choose the nearest center which is nearest to your home, so that you don't have to travel a long way. Secondly, every day there will be new mock tests. So if you want to appear for mock tests, say more than once, yes, it is allowed. And only thing that you have to do, you have to register yourself through the link. Okay, more than once you can register yourself as many times as you want, but few things that you have to consider. First of all, this is an offline test starting from 16th of May, and 6 p.m. by 6 p.m. if you register, you will be able to attend the next day's test. Okay, so that is very important, and the seats are limited, so register to book your seat. Okay, now obviously if you still want a little bit more help, join our WhatsApp channel for all the updates. We also have a Telegram channel. There you will get all the materials. So join the Telegram channel, WhatsApp channel and Telegram channel. Links are given in the description section of this video. So do not miss out on any updates, or if you want to get materials, the materials will be available in our Telegram channel. Okay, also we are doing a series for re-NEET exams, so do check that out as well in our YouTube channel. We are doing re-NEET series where we are discussing marathons, PYQs, etc. Do check that out, where that will also be beneficial for all of you. And last, I just like to wish you all the best for your re-NEET preparation. Do not afraid of re-NEET exam. You have to give the exam, and do not lose your focus. Focus is very, very important. You might lose your focus because of various things are happening, obviously, but you should focus only on NEET exam. You have to make that your goal, that I have to crack NEET 2026. Okay, all the best. See you in another future video. Till then, bye.